In case you were absent in class or maybe you didn't understand how to set up the notebook for English Language Arts, I'm going to do a real quick video here that shows you how to set it up. You will need the following items: a notebook, any kind of spiral notebook as long as it has the three hole punch areas to fit into your binder if you would like. It can be either one subject or it can be the five subject. Five subject is actually better because it will last you all year, whereas the one subject you're going to have to replace. Okay, you're going to need obviously a 1.5 2-inch binder. I don't think it needs to be more than 2 inches. And you're going to need a strip of hall passes, which I passed out on Friday. So if you were absent Friday, you're going to want to get those from me. And you're going to need a package of dividers. At least 5 of them will work. So as long as you have these 4 items, we are ready to go and we'll set up your binder. The 5 tabs are going to be labeled as so. You're going to have the first tab called VIP. And for right now, just listen to what kind of papers will go in each tab, and then I'll give you a few minutes to go ahead and actually write out the tabs. But for right now, let's just figure out what goes in what section. So the VIP is very important papers, and what that means is all papers that we are continuing to work on. Like I said, I don't like to give a lot of homework, so we might start an assignment on Monday, and then the bell might ring, and I'll say, okay, you know what, listen, you don't need to finish this for homework. It's not a big deal. We'll pick right back up here where we left off tomorrow on Tuesday. So it's very important that you don't throw this away because we're not done with it. In other words, we're going to come back and work on it. So very important papers means papers in progress, papers that are not done that we still need to finish. The next section will be notes. So anytime we do notes in class, I usually just Xerox and give you a copy. I don't ever make you write down notes. So if I pass out notes, and it might be notes on how to write a paragraph format, it could be notes on sentence structure, whatever, it's going to go in this section. The next one is the data section. And in the data section will be our reading assessment results. And you're going to take one actually in a few days, and that will be your first one. And we'll graph it. So each time you take the star, you're going to graph your results, and we hope to see that line obviously go in an upward direction showing growth. So we'll keep track of that in the data section. There is going to be a tab called Info for information, obviously, and important information needed year long will go in here. And then the last one, which is kind of like a portfolio really, is where we're going to keep all your finished graded embedded assessments. So there you have it. That will be your 5 tabs, and you will put the little inserts after you write on them what each one is called. And so why don't we, this is a good place. I think this is a good picture. It really shows what each one is going to be called, and it also shows the order. So I want the VIP to be first. I want notes to go second, data third, info fourth, and the EA fifth. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video here. Don't forget to get out those little white slips that you're given inside your packet. If you open up your packet, you're going to find this packet right here of your dividers. You're going to find those little white slips that you can use. You can see a little picture of them actually right here. There's little white slips that are inside your divider packet. You're going to use those to go ahead and write in black marker or black Sharpie. Black marker is fine, or just a dark marker. It could be purple. Go ahead and write what we're going to identify our tabs, and you can pause the video here and stick them in. So go ahead and pause and label them. All right, so if you've unpaused, you have all of your tabs labeled like so, and just double check and make sure they go in this order. The last thing really is just a friendly reminder. We talked about it on Friday. Please make sure that your hall passes have found a home either on the inside cover of your binder or if you have the little sheet protector on the outside, they could slide right in there. If you don't have either of those, I would hole punch it, and I would make sure that they are inside my binder attached in the rings. But just a reminder to keep your 6 hall passes per trimester inside your binder nice and safe. Definitely write your name on the first one, because somebody could steal these, and I don't think I would know unless I start to see them going to the bathroom a whole bunch of times. Then I would pick up on it, obviously. But yeah, just to be safe, write your first name on there. All right, let's put some papers away. So there are 2 pieces of paper that have a home already. Go ahead and get out your yellow notebook that kind of explains SWT. We finished going over that today. So find that SWT paper, the bell ringer, and also find my syllabus. I know that your parents and yourself actually, you signed the back of it, but there was still that one page that had all the directions on it. So these 2 pieces of paper, there are 2, these 2 pieces of paper can go behind the tab info. So all of our information is going to go behind it. So you can open up your tab behind info and go ahead and place both of these sheets in that section. And you can pause the video. Why don't we pause here so you can do that before I go on to the very last thing you'll do for your notebook. So pause. All right. You have put those 2 sheets that I told you about in info. So now we're going to do the last thing. Your writer's notebook can be kept inside your binder, but the blue August bingo card, we're going to keep that right inside your writer's notebook. So just fold it in half and stick it inside your writer's notebook. That way, whenever you come in to begin the first 5 minutes of my class and you begin the bell ringer, you'll open up your writer's notebook and your bingo card will be right there. And that, my friends, is how you set up your notebook. So hopefully that was successful for you and you are ready to go this year.